FM, Freeview, digital radio and online. BBC WM95.6.
Coming up next, we're going to be talking to Joe McElderry. Right now, though, this is The Police and Message in a Bottle. Message in a bottle there.
SOS.
It's Sunny and Shay. We're here with you just under 20 minutes now here on BBC WM. He's the husband.
Hello.
I'm the wife.
Woohoo.
And a little bit earlier on, we had Emma Dale's Jason Merrill's. Well, it's a very packed show today, I have to say, because we've got another star. Everyone is popping in for afternoon tea. We're really, really delighted to say we're joined by X Factor star Joe McElderry on afternoon tea. Now, Joe's getting ready to hit the theatre stage. He's got a brand new family show, and if you're an avid listener to Sunny and Shay, you'll know we love family. It's called the Evolution Tour. And good afternoon, Joe. How are you doing?
Good afternoon. I'm good, thank you.
Now, listen, after a very successful sellout national tour last year, you're really now more than ever in demand, Joe. Are you enjoying being in theatre? How are you finding it?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, obviously, it's my solo tour, so it's me with the band, and we're out on the road doing all of my songs. Till actually it pretty much goes on until December.
Yeah,
I have a break in the summer, and then we'll go back out on the road in October until December. So it's pretty much been the whole year. But it's my favourite part. I would happily do it all year round if I could every year.
And Joe, you very much said this is a family tour. Bring the family, bring the kids. Was that intentional?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's for anyone really. It's a concert, and if you followed my journey, obviously, I hate using that word, and I've used it twice today already.
God,
I've got to stop using it. If you followed, obviously, what I've done over the past 5 years, the show is all about the 4 albums that I've released. It's got songs from each. It kind of starts right from the beginning, back at X Factor, and we kind of recreate the first audition, which was obviously when I sang Dance With My Father, and we do a modernised version of it all.
Nice.
And it kind of goes straight through. The whole show is pretty much like a storyline in order of the albums that I've released, and we do it like almost a couple of songs or a segue of songs into the next one, and it kind of just tells a story through the songs that I've released, and then we end the show with some new material as well. So it's a real mix. There's ballads in there. There's up-tempo stuff if you want to come and have a little sing and a dance, which I like to do. But it's fun. I try and make it fun and entertaining.
And Joe, what is some of the challenges you found putting this play together? Because you did it last year and it was very successful and it was well received and it sold out. What about this year? How did you get this play together? What did you do?
Well, I think when you're planning any tour, it's how to make it different from the last one, and you want to make it bigger and better. And most of the tours that I've done, I mean, I've done three on my own, and then I did the big X Factor tour straight after the show as well. But the thing, most of them have like a theme running through them, so it's kind of picking the theme that you're gonna have. And I was still on the tour that I was doing last year, and I seen something about evolution. I can't remember what it was.
Right.
And I thought that would be a nice story to kind of show how I've changed as a performer, because I'm going back over some of the songs that I sing in the show that I haven't sang in about 4.5 years nearly, like since the shows.
Yeah.
The first set of songs I haven't sang for a while, and there's some songs that I've released on albums that I'd never actually performed live before that we do in the show.
Wow.
So it's I just try and make it different, and obviously I want people to have their moments in the show where you get caught by the emotion of a song, and then the next moment I want people up on their feet dancing and having the time of their life.
Perfect.
You got to get the mix of both, I think.
Now, the first time that the nation saw you, you were 18 years old, Jay.
I know, it's scary.
Scary, right? Auditioning for the X Factor. How does it feel for you now, though, to be one of the country's most popular singing stars? Everyone, as you said, and I know you don't want to use that word journey, but everyone's kind of been through it with you, haven't they? And if you were going to kind of reflect back on that, I mean, how does it feel for you now? Are you in a better place now, obviously, than you were then? Because, the nation loves you and they want to be a part of it. But 18 years old is quite young to start off, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think I enjoy it a lot more now than I did then. I think because I was learning so much about the industry at such a young age, And I was just saying to somebody yesterday, I said, even at 23 now, I experience things that really a normal 23-year-old wouldn't experience. I would have just been at college still now.
Right.
And I'm in a huge business that is very fast-paced, and it's full on, and people know who you are, and all of those things are a huge adjustment in your life. But I think I've kind of grasped it now, and I kind of just take it with a pinch of salt, and as long as I get to sing, then I'm happy.
Then
you know
you're
what
happy.
I mean? So,
Yeah.
so when I'm out on the road, I go into my own little bubble. I have a lot of fun with the band. I've got a great team around us that all come out on the road, and we just have fun. What I always want to do in the industry, some people take it so seriously.
Right.
Yeah.
And you think it's entertainment. It's supposed to be fun.
You better have a laugh.
Don't take yourself so seriously. Have a laugh. So I just try and keep it. I just try and keep the fun spirit through it, I suppose.
And do your family feel that you've changed a bit, Joe, since you've become
a superstar?
Do you have those? Do you have those lie-ins? And,
no, I'm not allowed to do that. I am not allowed to do that. A couple of my friends and family sometimes come out on the road and just hang out with us, and help out backstage and stuff, and just to keep us company, really. But and my grandma sometimes comes out, bless her, and she makes sure that I do not get any diva demands.
Nice. So what?
And every time I see her, she tells us that my hair is horrible, and she knocks us.
Sort yourself out, lad.
Yeah, sort yourself out. What have you done to your hair? She knocks us down a peg or two.
And, Gran obviously is always right. What is the one thing that you did on tour, or even your mum or your gran picked you up on it and said, "Don't talk to him like that. Don't do that. What are you doing?" And even though you were right to do what you were doing, but they told you not to. Do you remember that incident?
I suppose I'm trying to think of anything.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's quite sometimes when I'm working and stuff, and I get a little bit lazy.
Yeah.
I will admit that. Not in my job, but backstage. When you're traveling all the time and stuff, the last thing you want to do when you get to a venue is kind of move, basically. you just want to lie on a sofa, and sometimes I'll be like, "Can I have a cup of coffee?" And they're like, "No, get it yourself. You know where the kettle is."
Get up and make it. Well, look, you're joining us for afternoon tea, and you're talking about coffee. So tell us how do you like your coffee or your tea?
I like a black coffee, actually, a strong black coffee. And I used to be obsessed with Diet Coke, and I quit drinking Diet Coke last year.
Right.
And coffee has now become the substitute of it, so I think I'm going to have to probably quit coffee now.
Move on to tea. It was much better for you, Joe.
Green tea.
Green tea, yes. Look, lots of tweets are coming through. Lily, Shinder, Gail on Twitter say that they absolutely love you. Just finally then, Joe, what would you like to say to all your fans who've really been there for you and actually really still love seeing you live?
Well, I always just say that without anybody turning up to the shows, buying albums, supporting things that I do, I can't do my job without that. So I always just say I can't do it without them, and I'm always thankful for that. And I realise that people coming to a concert, it's quite a big investment of their time, planning how to get there, if they're staying overnight in a hotel, they're spending money. So I'm always really thankful of people's support, and I try and pay them back by putting on the best show that I can give them,
Exactly.
and make sure that they leave and say they had a great night.
And not lying down on the sofa, obviously getting up on that
exactly.
stage.
I do. If you come, you should come see the show.
Would love to.
And you'll see it looks like I've drank about 19 cups of coffee when I'm on stage, because I jump all over the place. Everybody says, "Can you not just stand still for 2 seconds?"
Where is he? Over there? No.
So, Joe, when are you going to be performing here in the West Midlands then?
Well, we're doing a couple of dates, but they're all on the website, joemckelderryofficial.com, and there's quite a few dotted all around. So there's plenty to choose from.
Fantastic. Listen, lovely talking to you, Joe. And thanks so much for joining us for afternoon tea. We're going to play your track, It's The Climb, but would you do us the kind honour of introducing it yourself?
Yes, this is The Climb by me, Joe McElderry. I hope you have a lovely afternoon. See that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying